so unpolished and I love it.
Yeah, that's quite the fun of it, though, isn't it? It's like, oh, this is just a bit dirty. That's the only
Buddy
word I can
Holly.
use to explain this album. The only
Weezer.
word I can use to explain this album is just dirty.
Dirty. Dirty.
Not dirty, not dirty, just dirty.
Dirty.
Like, you know when you have a song that has a really fat bass line, and
Yeah.
your mate just goes, you know, pulls that face.
That stank
It's
face.
like this whole album, I'm just kind of pulling that fat bass line face.
I think a lot of that album might be the kind of tone of the instruments. It is, as you say, dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very
I think a fun of it is just how almost sort of half produced it is. It feels production wise
Yeah.
almost half baked compared to like what we're used to now.
Yeah. And like you could say, oh, that was the thing of the times. Though there was plenty of albums out at that time that was
Oh,
far,
I mean, yeah,
quote
man.
unquote better produced, but yeah, that was definitely just an intention of it to be sounding
Yeah.
like that, you know.
Yeah, that's why I always feel like it's on that precipice where it's like a lot of it is very cleverly produced and it's cleverly unproduced if you understand what I mean. It's like
yeah.
the whole point of it is it's meant to be half baked, but a lot of thought clearly went into the fact that it should be like that. So for me, it feels like the perfect in between the grunge era of the early and mid 90s from like Nirvana and Pearl Jam into late 90s, early 2000s, which is pop rock, pop punk kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
it
if you want to get someone into either side of that coin, like if you want to be like get someone into pop punk that really likes grunge, or get someone into grunge that quite likes pop punk, it's very much like it sits very nicely in between. It kind of
there is that middle ground there, and they happen to ride that seesaw
yeah.
with that album.
It's the album equivalent of when they played football during the First World War.
Ah, yeah, that's
It's
I
like
like
this.
that.
It's like the Switzerland of rock music.
Yeah, like you do. Yeah, they're not taking sides really.
Yeah.
You make some enemies that way. However, you will get the ones that are just like, yeah, fair.
Which side are you, Jamie? Huh?
I'm on the side of knowledge at all costs.
And to that I say, nerd.
Nerd.
Right.
But tell me about Winehouse, because I've not heard this ever.
You know what? This is a band like, you know how Spotify does like Discover Weekly?
Yeah.
Came up on Discover Weekly over the first lockdown last summer. And it's kind of indie and it's kind of funky. It's got elements of like indie, pop and rock and bits of like funky stuff. And I feel like even, I'm sure someone will crucify me for saying this, but like I feel like tinges of stuff like neo soul and like neo funk and stuff. It's just a bit of a mishmash, even though it kind of falls into that really like indie stuff. It's got that really like plucky indie guitar and that quite fat rocky groove, but it's just got those really delightful vocals on it, and just the groove of it is just a bit unusual, and like there's the saxophone solo in it that's just kind of takes you to another place, and it's a beautiful mishmash of everything I think I've ever enjoyed. So when it was recommended to me, it was like, Spotify fucking got it right this time. Am I allowed to swear? Yeah, I'm allowed to swear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they really fucking got it right this time. Like, I've had some Discover Weeklies recently that have been absolute, like, trash. But this was like, it was a really good week where everything was banger after banger. And like 12 bangers I discovered in a week because of that. But this stood out, like, this made the library. This and like one other made the liked songs library. Like, that's an honour. Making to the liked songs library is my main listen rotation. Like, that's an honour. If you make it in there, it means you've done something right. Not that my music opinions really mean enough, but for me, it's like, make it into liked songs is an honour. And I loved this song so much. I thought everything about it was just fantastic. The production, the vocals, and just how everything sounds. And I found one video of it being done live and realised they're like super underground, and honestly, like it was an incredible find, and I really hope they blow up over here a bit more, because they seem to only be doing sort of semi all right in America right now.
Yeah, I just had a look at
So I
Facebook.
hope, I hope they kind of really blow up, because I think they really deserve to.
You've definitely tickled my fancy anyway. Let's have a listen.
Well, I feel like I do that fairly often.
Here's Pretty Lips by Winehouse, starting in 3.
You have pretty lips, Jamie.
1. Play.
If you've got a feeling that you can't put into words, don't worry, friends.
Because there's a song for that.